Hello again, everyone, and welcome to, and this time, the whiskey review. Sazerac Rye. Sazerac Rye, straight rye whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. 45% by volume. It's about a $35, $40 rye. Very hard to find. Are maybe not necessarily hard to find, but essentially you'll find places like our liquor store that allocates it, or you'll find liquor stores that just puts a bunch on a shelf and everyone will have bought it and finished and it'll be gone. So this is the Sazerac Rye. As I said, 45% by volume, 90 proof, $35, $40 a bottle. As with my whiskeys that I've been doing, this will be the one without the water. This will be the one that I'll add a little capful of Deer Park. So, start off with really nice, brownish copper color. Not as dark and heavy as some other ones I've seen, but still has a nice copper color to it. It is dark in a sense, but it's not like opaque. But it is just lovely. You can just all see that. This one's lovely too. The water's not going to change anything. So on the nose, on the nose there's some clove, little hints of vanilla. I am getting a little bit of a dill in there, like a dillish pickle that you typically would get from rye. Sort of a eucalyptus. Yeah, I don't know why I always have trouble saying that. Some anise, so like a little bit of licorice as well. A little bit of vanilla in the back, a little bit of cinnamon, like so. Sort of, or we're going like for an allspice kind of thing, which I sometimes get from rye. Maybe just like a nice little citrus note. Small hint of caramel. Okay, let's try it. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, wow. Now I know I like it, and try not to drink it that often. Really rich, spicy taste in there. Really hands down nice rye style. Nice little burr, nice little pepper, nice little cinnamon. A little bit of sweet notes that are now sort of popping up. A little bit of that citrus note. I'm getting like the sweet notes of like I am getting a little bit of like coffee, toffiness, not coffee, toffiness. A little bit of that caramel, vanilla, hands down. You get that nice vanilla. The spices, a little bit of pepper, that clove. A little bit of that anisey black licorice coming along. A little bit of like citrus, like a little bit of maybe like orange rind. Maybe, yeah. I can see that. Definitely a nice little citrusy sort of tangy note. It kind of is somewhat lingering in there. Without the water. Or, excuse me, without the water, now with the water. I like to do just like a capful. If you're at home, you can just do like a teaspoon, tablespoon, whichever one's the smallest. See, I just like to fill up the cap. Just do that. It just mixes in by itself. And while you're doing that, once you drop the water in, you will see it sort of start chemically mixing itself together, and you'll start seeing it. Does it for a few seconds. Just sort of let it sit there. If you want to swirl it around, you can. Don't necessarily need to, but you definitely want to let it. At least just let it sit there. Maybe for a moment. I would say like 20 seconds. Should do it just for it to really mix in, let it do its thing, and then go and smell, and then compare and contrast from the one without to the one with. So this one's going to be with. Oh wow! Right away. This has a little bit more umph on the nose. This is just sort of a little bit more tamed down. This one is sort of like almost like bar fight type smell. You're not necessarily in a bar fight, but you're in a rowdy bar type of gathering. This one is more like a dainty type of, oh my god, we're all here, we're just like having fun sort of smell when you added it. I get a little bit more of the citrusy notes that pop out. The dill is still there, but again, a little bit more faint, not as in your face as a little bit of this one is. And I think that with this one, there's a little bit more of a black pepper sort of nuance in there. This is more of the allspice that I'm getting a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm not okay. You know, the citrus is there, but now adding that little bit of water, I'm now getting more of the vanilla, more of the clove, more of the anise. So I'm getting a little bit more of the allspice nuance aromas than I was from this without it. Okay, well, I'm interested to see what this one tastes like. Okay, well, good news, bad news. Good news is that there's still a little bit of spice there as there was with the one without. Bad news is it's rather quick. Extremely quick. You just get a little bit of that. Oh my gosh, this is now sweet. Which isn't a bad thing. You know, I don't mind the sweet tastingness. But if I'm already expecting there to be a burn, and it totally changes drastically on me, that's what adding water to this does. It makes it seem a lot more smooth, a lot more complex, a lot more easier to drink. You get that initial burn up front, very quick, very, very just burn, and then oh wow, it's almost as if you had something spicy. And I guess they say milk is a great way to cure spicy stuff. And you just tried some milk, and you just kind of layered your tongue with this nice coating of just burn-free instantness. That's what this does. Almost straight to like vanilla. Almost straight to even on a second sip now, less of a burn, and just more straight up sweetness. Vanilla, caramel. I'm getting marshmallow now after adding water. Getting like almost like a s'moresy, I mean, without the crackers, you know, of course, but a little bit of marshmallow, a little bit of toasted marshmallow in there. Wow. More of the toffee flavors. So more sweetness, definitely. More sweetness when you add water. But, you know, that's not bad necessarily. Because I've had bourbons that are just naturally taste sweet with very little burn. And I've had scotches that are more sweetness than burn. I've even had a couple. You know, ryes can be really hard because ryes usually have that nice burn in them, but you just water them down a little bit, and you bring out this nice, just rich, sweet complexity to them, which is still good. But I still like to feel the burn. That's why it's really always hard for me to give a true rating on these whiskeys, because I like it just as much without as I like with, you know, and that's why, you know, and that's why my ratings is like, which one would I rather have? And I think it depends what I'm in the mood for. Am I in for like a wild night where I just want to be like, I want to burn, baby? Well, then I'm going to do this. If I'm in a mood where I just want to take it nice and gentle, I don't want to like get a huge heartburn or burn a huge hole in my stomach, and then I'll just pour myself a dram of this and then put it in a cap, because I know right away I still like the sweetness. This one's really hard because I love Sazerac and I love it both ways. I appreciate them for how they are just straight out of the bottle. I could drink a whole bottle without ever adding water to it. But I would also maybe want to have a side bottle that'll be this is your bottle that you have over here without, and then this is a bottle that you have over here with a cap full of water. That is why my rating today is going to be exactly tied. There is no if, turns, buts about. They are both great the way they are without. It's going to be a 92 out of 100, and with water, which is also going to be a 92 points out of 100. Why not 100%, Ryan? Why not 100%? Nothing's perfect. Well, almost nothing's perfect. I have given wine reviews that are 5 out of 5. But you know, the thing about wines is wines do age. Wines get better with time. Wines do run out of time before they get bad. If I never opened this bottle of whiskey, it would never go bad for 100 freaking years. North Korea could freaking bomb us to death, and this would still fucking live for the rest of its life and still be good, okay? So that's why. That's why. That's why I love. That's why I'm starting to really like whiskey a lot more, and why whiskey is a little bit more easier to review, because you know, based off of how it changes, there's a drastic change with and without water. Sometimes it's really great. Sometimes it's not bad, but not as great. In this case, I think it's great both ways. Why not 100%? Well, the thing is, very hard to find. I bought this at work at full price. And usually I get wholesale, which I'm not complaining about. You know, I mean, I don't mind paying full price, but very hard to find. Buffalo Trace is very hard to find. It's very hard to find product. And I think because, you know, they are a great They are a great company. Who cares? 92 out of 100. I feel that there could be. Well, I will say this. For me to notice that with water has a distinct burn and then almost sweetness for it to hold out, I would rather it change to complete sweetness than have it burn at all. Like I said, I don't mind the burn, but the burn is very subtle, and then the sweetness just overtakes it dramatically. With this one, I could do it one more time. It's almost all burn. And I don't mind all burn, but as I mentioned before, the ending you do get coming up around now is when you start developing the sweet notes. Still with the burn sort of residuating, but the sweet notes sort of taking over. They're almost two opposites. Burn for a long time, and then sweet notes sort of attract itself and start trying to overtake it while the burn is still there. Or burn for a snap of the fingers, and then it's just like all happy sweetness, citrusy, fruity, vanilla-y, all that sort of stuff. It's complete opposites between one or the other. And I think that deserves a little bit of a deduction. And because we're basing this out of 100, I feel like that should be an 8-point deficit. I mean, obviously, if there were other things combined, then I might go lower. I mean, it's like, 92 out of 100, still an A, still an A. It's still, calm down, people. Just don't be like, oh my God, you're being so cruel, Ryan. You're being so harsh. No, I'm not being harsh. I have to call it like it is. I have to find, unless if there is like no flaws at all on either or, that's the reason why you compare, because you compare, you see which one is which. And usually the past couple of reviews that I've done this, I have either given one a higher rating than the other. Never 100 so far. Like I said, it's really hard for whiskey to give 100 out of 100 because it is as it is. It will never change, essentially, unless if you open it and like right now, if I don't have another glass of this for like 6 months, it's going to lose its alcohol content. It's going to taste very watered down. It will change. Whereas if you never open it, it can last. But that's the thing about whiskey, is it very rarely does not change. Whereas wine, you let it sit in your cellar year after year. Eventually, you're going to go down there and start clearing out your cellar and be like, oh my gosh, it's going to be like 2030. And you're like, oh my God, I got 2016, 19 crimes. Oh, I need to see how this shit is. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be shit. Why do I mean, and I like 19 crimes as it is. In fact, I got another 19 crimes review coming up soon. But 19 crimes isn't meant to last the next 15 years. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. Anyway, besides the point, this has gone on too long. Don't argue with my ratings. There's always a flaw somehow in whiskey. That doesn't mean that it's never, ever bad. Because what makes a whiskey great? Well, whiskey that you like. Same thing as what makes a wine great? Wine that you like. And I say go get this wine. Go get the Sazerac rye. Go get 2 if you can find it. You can find 2 on the shelf. Like I said, some places might allocate them, but there's only 1 on the shelf, or there might be 5 on the shelf, or there might be 10 on the shelf, whatever. Find yourself 2 of these. Label them one as only drink without water, and label the other only drink with. And depending on your mood, I guarantee you will never go wrong with this one. this one's a beauty, but it's a beauty that is either one way or the other. You can't have it both ways, folks. You either want the burn or you want a nice subtle night. So which one am I going for tonight? Well, I don't have a choice. So I'm going to do both tonight because I can. You folks at home necessarily won't have a choice. Well, yeah, you'll still have a choice. You know what? Do it both ways. Do it whatever, do it how you like. I'm out of here. I'm Ryan, the wine whiskey guy, and I will see you in the next review. Have a good night.